Looking for a phone car that is reliable and easy to use? Look on further than our best tire pressure. This tire pressure is perfect for any tire pressure or truck owner and is a must-have for anyone who wants to keep their vehicle in top condition. This tire pressure easy to use and gives you an accurate reading every time. There are numerous options for cheap tire pressure, each with unique features, advantages, and costs. I conducted a ton of research, read a ton of reviews, and put up a list of the top affordable tire pressure from trustworthy manufacturers to help you make an informed choice. Following extensive investigation, I discovered that these products are quite beneficial for persons like you. If you want to know about the price and other information, be sure to check my description. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Number 1. Best analog tire pressure gauge. This Jayco tire air pressure gauge is small enough to fit in your pocket or glove box. It can read up to 60 psi in 1 psi increments and is calibrated to the American National Standards Institute standard to be accurate within 1.5%. Heavy-duty brass components are wrapped in a rubber protective guard, and the 2-inch glow-in-the-dark dial gauge is easy to read. Readings will stay on the analog dial until the pressure reset button is pressed, so you can release it from the valve stem and have a better look. If you need to deflate a bit, just leave the gauge attached and hold down that same button. Number 2. Best digital tire pressure gauge. I know, it looks cheap and tiny, but I have had this digital gauge for nigh on 5 years, and it has never let me down. It measures from 5 to 150 psi in 0.5 psi increments and also reads in kPa and bar. I like the backlit screen and the ergonomic shape. It is battery powered, but with the automatic shut off the battery seems to last forever. Mine is still going strong. Plus this digital pressure gauge is small enough to be stored everywhere. For the Rebel Rally I keep one in my pocket, one in the driver's door cubby and one in my tool bag, just in case I lose one. Number 3. Best tire deflator tire pressure gauge combination. Off-road folks will often want to let air out of their tires rapidly to gain more traction on the trail. This tire pressure gauge removes the valve core so you can quickly get back to having fun. Deflating 35-inch off-road tires down to 12 psi can take up to 20 minutes, but one Amazon reviewer says they accomplish the same task in 6. The analog pressure gauge measures up to 60 psi in 1 psi increments, and the brass stainless deflator tool is corrosion resistant. Further, the bronze tube gauge itself is not affected by outside temperatures, humidity levels or altitude. Number 4. Best dual chuck tire pressure gauge. If you have a dual rear tire setup like on a heavy-duty truck or RV, you'll need a tire pressure gauge with a dual head swivel chuck. I like this XLR by Milton unit for its long reach and the 360-degree swivel on the chuck. Plus, it has an LED flashlight built in, so you can actually see what you're doing when searching for that inner tire valve stem. This gauge reads from 5 to 100 psi as well as kPa and bar on a backlit LED screen. The digital gauge will automatically shut off after 30 seconds, and it comes with 2 AAA batteries. Number 5. Best tire pressure gauge for an air compressor. You can use an air compressor to fill up your tires, and adding a tire gauge to the air hose means you won't have to disconnect the air to check the pressure. This gauge is a number 1 bestseller on Amazon in air tool parts and accessories. I like this digital tire pressure gauge because it's compatible with 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch compressor outputs, has a locking chuck, and comes with extras like a valve core tool and 4 valve caps. This gauge can measure from 0 to 250 psi and can also give readings in bar, kPa and kilograms centimeter too, and there is a bleeder valve to let air out to remedy overinflated tires. The backlit LCD screen turns itself off after 20 seconds of inactivity to save on battery life.